One day, the El Clasico recruitment leader comes in. He's frothing, like frothing. Right, this one actually like made me gasp a little bit.
Really?
Like, yeah, because I was like, I just thought it was wholly inappropriate. Like I just thought it was just like
on LinkedIn, yeah.
Yeah, on LinkedIn, yeah.
Okay.
It's a lady. I don't know who she is. I just came up on my feed, if I'm honest. Her name's Kat Merchant. We can keep her name in, no problem. Her headline's helping men and women 40 plus get strong and lean. She plays rugby. Her profile picture is her in like a England rugby top, maybe like she was a player maybe in the past.
Okay.
Like that. So she's an athlete, by the looks of it.
So she's a trainer, like a coach, is
yeah,
she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of profile. And then her post was, how is this an appropriate DM on LinkedIn? I get asked this question on Instagram a lot by strangers. The answer is no. No judgment on those who do it. It's just not for me and never will be. But on LinkedIn, mid-conversation about training goals, and the message that she screenshot and put on is, Kat, do you by any chance have OnlyFans?
Is this a bloke saying this?
I'm assuming, I don't know.
She blanked it out.
We blanked it out, yeah, blanked it out. She's blanked it out. So I was like, so obviously I saw the picture and I started reading it, and then she's gone in here. I'm a fitness business owner. I help clients over 40 get fit and build muscle. My content helps people with advice and tips. I actually weirdly have quite a few of these people in my algorithm because I quite like reading these things.
Yeah.
None of this suggests that I might have OnlyFans. What do you think? Have LinkedIn DMs just become another weird social media platform? I mean, I don't even think it's appropriate to be just asking people if they're on OF on Instagram, let alone
out
on
of
LinkedIn.
the blue.
Just yeah. Well, this one she said was mid-conversation. They're talking about fitness goals, and then they've just turned around and gone, Kat, do you by any chance have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, it doesn't shock me though. I'm not shocked.
Oh, really? I was like,
No.
It really caught me. Like,
I'm not shocked.
Nah. Have you been asked about OnlyFans on?
No, but just it doesn't shock. I can guarantee you that was a man.
Yeah, probably.
And
unfortunately,
it doesn't shock me
because
that's what I hate saying this. Sorry, I know I'm blanket approaching.
Yeah,
but that's what men are like.
Yeah,
not all men, granted, but this is what happens a lot in the DMs, not just Instagram, like LinkedIn, whatever. I think sometimes people take you being nice and doing your job, trying to build a relationship, completely the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then think it's acceptable to start being inappropriate.
But how delulu must you be? Like, are you, like?
But it will work on some people because they wouldn't do it.
A woman replied to me, whoa.
She wants me.
She wants me.
I know what I'll ask her that will make her want me even more. If you've got OnlyFans. Oh my God, thank God you asked. I was hoping you would ask me that whole conversation.
Waiting to get it out.
Now I am obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Can we set a date, meet and have sex?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, mate.
It's just fucking weird.
If you are doing it right now, if that is your modus operandi, is that how you say it?
I think so, yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah.
But someone made a good point. I saw another post because I was wondering if it was the same one.
Right.
She put something up similar. Again, another shady DM. I felt really sorry for her because a lot of men in the comments were being really horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really mean.
What was it? Direct, like someone?
They were just basically saying like you shouldn't be outing people and just being mean to her. Like she made a really valid point, and they were just being mean to her. And it was just, I was like, you're just proving her right, basically. But in it, I commented saying like nothing surprises me anymore, and sort of had her back with it. And she responded saying, the thing is, the reason they do it, and this is a very valid point, they must get success somewhere. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. So that it might not be that much success, but one person might join in on the banter and the chat, and because it feeds... Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I was just trying to think then was like...
I'm not saying everyone does. Obviously they don't, but... It's, it's like let's use a recruitment analogy here.
Yeah.
There's some recruiters out there that'll throw loads of shit at the wall and hope a candidate sticks.
Something
and
sticks.
One candidate out of like 20 might.
Yeah.
But it's still not good practice, is it?
And the same could be said for all of the AI automated DMs that land in their inbox, right? They must just do it because there is one born every minute, and therefore someone hooks in and needs to buy it, and that's why it happens.
Yeah.
That's such a good point, by the way. But then saying that, I also do know, like, I saw a wedding announcement post not long ago. I didn't save it though, I don't think, but I'm sure I'll find it if I searched it. But they met over DMs on LinkedIn.
I've dated somebody from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't inappropriate.
It was it wasn't OnlyFans.
We connected.
Yeah.
It's family on YouTube, obviously a fan. And we just started chatting. And it wasn't like that. It wasn't sleazy.
It was an actual conversation.
And then we ended up meeting up and we dated for 5 months.
Yeah. But that's different to this.
That's different. That is inappropriate. And the one I saw, this other woman's, it was really inappropriate. It was like sleazy.
Yeah. So what? Are we saying now that OnlyFans models marketing strategies includes having a profile on LinkedIn?
Possibly.
And then actually they just wait for the blokes to reel
Depends
up
what
in the
their
DMs?
niche is. If their niche is like boss bitch,
yeah,
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If it's not,
Yeah.
well, it depends what market they're going after.
Yeah.
I mean, it's LinkedIn. It's a work platform. Technically, it's their business. So,
Yeah.
but it's still not if they're
That's
having a
not a
chat
problem.
that's unrelated.
Yeah. Fitness goals.
Fitness
By the
goals.
way.
By the way.
Oh,
On OnlyFans.
I love the fact that everyone just uses OF now
OF,
as well.
yeah.
That's my favourite thing. Because at first I think I saw it and I was like, OF, and I was like, OnlyFans. But I was like, can you imagine? I mean, I personally wouldn't have blocked the blokes. If it's a bloke, probably a bloke, but I probably wouldn't have blocked
But she would have got stick.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You can't
call it out.
can't.
Can't call out anyone. People who are doing wrong have feelings too. That's what it feels like. It's like, even have got feelings.
Yeah.
It's like, well, don't be a then. Like,
Save
save
be nice. Oh God! But that didn't shock me. Honestly, it didn't shock me.
Yeah, do you know
Which
what? Maybe
says it
that's the
all.
man-woman. That's the difference, isn't it? The male-female difference of when you're on your travels on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. I've got a funny one now.
nice.
So this guy called Alex Thompson. Don't think he's anything to do with recruitment, but marketing. So the post was, my 6-year-old son was watching way too much TV, so I did what any good father would do. Last week, we watched The Ring together, the original Japanese version. He's not slept since, but his screen time is way down, almost non-existent, which is worth it in my books. As a parent, sometimes doing the right thing can feel a bit mean, but you've got to do what's right. I loved that.
That's so good.
Loved it. This is the sort of stuff that used to come up on my
so
LinkedIn
good.
all the time.
Yeah, you used to always pull these on.
And now it's. So when I saw that, I was like, I am having that straight away, because I was like, thank you, like something. Now I know you could say that's an Adam's box post, obviously, like, oh, it didn't happen, but it's satire, like it's
funny.
He's not.
He's not trying to sell anything, is he?
No, it got really good engagement as well,
I'm not
obviously.
surprised. That's brilliant.
255 likes, 54 comments.
I might have to suggest that to Cheryl next time. You know the YouTube video that you can do of the car driving down the road, and then the.
Oh, don't! I've got
do that.
PTSD from that.
I might do that to the kids.
Oh my God. Well, I remember being, I don't know how old I was, 14 or 15, on my fucking massive computer in my room, do you know, like back in the day.
Big monitor.
And a friend sent it to me on MSN Messenger or something. And I watched it. And when it popped out, I fucking fell off my chair. Like I screamed, like I was being attacked in my room. Someone did it. There was another one going around uni of a snake.
Yeah.
So it would go up the body of the. Oh, I can't. It's
one.
made me scared of snakes. It goes up the body of the snake, and when it gets to near the head,
Yeah.
I can't think about it.
We're gonna have to find that video and send it to Tomo and Ethan to drop in, because that
don't
scene,
do it to people
That
who can't.
scene of the car going
I can
down the
remember
windy
it.
road, I remember that. I remember that picture.
I've literally got PTSD.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah, I
Bring
like
back
that
funny posts, man. Like,
Bring back the post.
bring back the funny posts. Like, not everything. Do you know?
I did one last week and it got good engagement. You know, my Pilates one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like
So I
that
just
one.
thought, I've got to get some comedy out
Yeah.
there.
Do you know what? I some of the posts that I had originally thought about doing, because I saved them all on my LinkedIn now rather than trying to save the URLs, save them on LinkedIn, go review them. A lot of them were going to be me moaning about just like, that stuff we were saying, the self-serving posts, the volume of self-serving posts. This is broken. Oh, I sell this. This is like these absolute statements about things that don't work and etc. But they can't argue it because they're not absolute facts. Like they're not that everything needs to be an absolute fact, right? But because people can have opinions. Like I always say, I think you have to have a VoIP solution, so you're capturing your data, and then it's in your CRM. Then you can use other AI to help you use the data, and I can argue that case all the time because I think there are several reasons why you should do it. But that's still just it's not a fact that is the thing. But I'll always advocate for it and give the reasons for it. But you've got people making absolute statements around fixed fee recruitment twats. Do you remember them?
Yeah. Or do you remember the whole thing about retained?
Yeah.
Or 360's dead.
360's dead. All of this, all of these statements. And then you're like, right, why are you, the question I always ask myself when I read these posts now, and everyone should do this, by the way, you should ask yourself every time you read a post, it's like, why are they doing it? What are they selling? Because I'll put posts about what I think a tech stack should look like, but I promise you now, I will never tell you I'll never just flog you VoIP solutions. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'll flog you I'll flog you more money, efficiency, revenue, that type of stuff using these things, but I'm not selling VoIP. And I find it so weird when people do that. And it's just so obvious. But again, it must work. You must work sometimes. That's why people do it. Is that why they do it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What
that woman said to you, by the way, has blown my mind. They obviously do it. You know, when they obviously do it because it works sometimes. Now my mentality is like, everything that I think is shit or poor, I'm now thinking, well, it must work sometimes. That's why people do it.
Well, because it's like art, isn't it? Like it's the viewed through the eyes of the beauty. Like I might view a piece of art and think it's shit. You might think it's great.
Yeah.
I think there's some stuff where that doesn't come into play, but there's some stuff. Well, it's like if that is like a dating analogy. Some people meet you like, some people you don't.
Yeah.
Some people's approach, you might think, oh my God, amazing. Others, you might think, what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it doesn't mean it's not it doesn't mean it's still not inappropriate.
Yeah, fair. I am going to just constantly keep asking myself that question though. Like, do they do this because it works? And if it works, how much is it working? Like that has really like changed my lens on it.
I do hear some stuff. So, for example, there's those people that are like, we'll do your outreach for you, but it's like a team in South Africa or wherever it is. We'll get meetings booked for you, but they have no clue about recruitment, nothing. Yeah. I haven't heard one person that's tried it say it was fucking amazing, Kate.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's some things I hear a lot where I'm like, nah, that doesn't work.
Nah, exactly. Because we can hear it and get the feedback from a lot of people. Cool stories.
Have you done your second post?
That was my second one, yeah. I did Sam Slade and then...
sorry. Get lost in what we're doing. It's because we've had we're just chatting
away.
Yeah.
Story. So I've got two. I'm going to do my very specific recruitment one first. This is a funny one. Yeah, not a funny one. It's just a story. It is about my experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I've spoken before about how I started in recruitment, right? I did the assessment center and then I got the job. And
was that season one?
Old school, yeah. And it was an old school agency and I got the job anyway and I started. And I worked for a guy called and he was the MD founder of a brand within the group called don't worry, we'll do some bleeping afterwards. He was he was like 4'10".
Shorter than me.
He was quite a short bloke. And anyway, I was
4'10".
I was like, that might be an exaggeration, but yeah, he was short. He was shorter than me, like loads shorter than me. And anyway, it was a very boisterous office. He didn't fit the mold of all of the other managers. Like he's a bit neaky. Like he's just like trying to sell consultancy SOW rather than do recruitment. And he thought he was so much better than everyone else and stuff like that. Anyway, I started working for him. It's my first job in recruitment, right? And then one day he's like, "Oh yeah, should we? Do you want to go gym?" I was like,
"What to you?"
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I feel like I'm going to start training. I'm going to go to the fitness first up the road from the thing." He's like, "Yeah, cool, I'll pick you up." I was like, all right. So he used to pick me up in the morning, like from my house at like 7 o'clock or 7:30, and we'd go to the gym and train together. But he was like, he was small, yeah, and not that strong. Not that I was like the strongest person. And he'd turn up with all the club, but he looked serious. He had like all the straps and all this sort of stuff. I went
so cringy.
It's just really, really good. And he's just like, we would be in the gym, right? And the reason why I remember this story was because the girl that used to work on reception, I quite fancied her. And we and she lived local and I lived local. And so I have her on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. I saw her. I was like, how do I know this girl again? And I remembered it was Fitness First. Then I remembered
the story,
this character, because it didn't last for very long, me working under him. So anyway, we're in the gym and he's making all of these ridiculous noises.
Oh no, I hate it.
Oh my God, mate, we're lifting like 40 kilos. Come on, what are we doing here? Anyway, so we do all this stuff. Like, it was a really weird moment in my life. Like, I didn't know no different in him. My first manager was just picking me up to go to the gym every morning. He goes, and then so we're getting to work. Now we're in work and stuff like that. And he's like teaching me ropes. He taught me some good things, actually. He taught me about, so my first ever role, I learned how to sell SOW. I knew how to sell statement of work recruitment versus just bum on seat, day rate margin. So it was great, good education. In the group structure, they were preparing for sales. So they were acquiring businesses and bringing different businesses into the fold. They brought in 2 competitive agencies that did the same market, but we were meant to be SOW sales. They were doing like SAP recruitment. One was a guy that I went on to work for later down the line. He was like a big burly character, like El Clasico recruitment agency owner. Yeah? Like El Clasico, big bloke, get on with it, pick up the phone, classic.
Yeah.
And then there was another one who was basically a copy and paste version of this El Clasico recruitment founder, brand leader, MD. But he was just based in Wales, right? So there's this Welsh business that came into the group, but they were in Wales. Same market again. I can't remember the name of the agency.
So it's the Welsh version of the El Clasico.
Of the El Clasico. So just with an accent, basically, like get on the phone in Welsh. And we all crossed over in the same market. We all had the same database. Yeah. Anyway, the geezer I'm working with, right? He's like starting, like, he's hearing, he knows other recruiters outside of the group structure that work in the same market. Like, they've been in the market for a long time. All of a sudden, one day, the El Clasico recruitment leader comes in. He's frothing. He's like, someone's been telling other people which contractors are mine and where we've got contractors working. Turned out the geezer I was working with was just, he was just fucking telling people outside. He was trying to nick contractors off of their clients. He was like,
what, even though they were part of the same group?
Part of the same group, doing all of this sort of stuff. And he was like, also telling his other mates outside the industry
about. What's the point in that?
Mate, it was like, and he was of all the brands, or leaders, managers, he was the one that was definitely outside of the clique. He just didn't fit the mold, right?
Yeah, but it's of no benefit to him to do that.
He was already on the outside, and then he went and started doing this stuff. Mate, the Welsh El Clasico leader called him up once, Tamping, raging, fuming.
Tamping, fuming, raging.
Tamping, fuming, raging he was. I was getting it the wrong way around. Tamping, fuming, raging he was. And I could hear him on the phone. Because he'd scuttle off into the meeting room whenever this guy would call, and they're all shouting, arguing. And then the owner, who I worked for years after, the guy who sold that agency, I ended up working for him afterwards. He always tells me the story. He was like, mate, it was like dealing with kids and squabbling, but it was so obvious that this was so wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand why what benefit is that bringing to anyone?
None whatsoever. It's childish. It's ridiculous. And in my head, I thought I was learning from someone that was the man, right? Because I was like, oh, I like this. This SOW stuff's good. Bigger margins. I was like, I just want to make money. So I was like, the gym stuff was a bit weird. That was a bit strange.
That's by the by.
By the by. But I did learn a few things from him. Made a couple of placements. But then all of this other stuff starts coming out. And bear in mind, this is director to director beef. I'm a lowly consultant who's just joined there.
Yes, you're like, what the fuck?
I drink every night in the same pub with all the other lowly recruiters from the other divisions, right? So in the office, the people that worked under El Clasico leader, we're all in the pub together. And one of the senior consultants there knows the founder quite well. He's telling me in the pub, mate, have you heard what's happened? And I'm like, what do you mean what's happened? I was like, I think we've just picked up a new account. He's like, no. You've nicked the account is what you've done. Because you said you could supply different people for less money, all this. Mate, he was doing all sorts of mad stuff, like nicking contractors off of them, trying to nick clients. Yeah, he wasn't there for it. I can't remember how it all ended with him. I moved brand.
Oh, okay.
I got moved back because I got on with everyone else. And I was just like, I got on with everyone in the office. But everyone hated my boss.
Did the gym sessions have to stop?
Yeah, man. It was so weird, the gym sessions.
No! I can't. If I'm in the gym and this bloke's making this fucking stupid noises,
it's so annoying.
I give them stinking looks. Because it's like, shut the fuck up. I totally get it if they're, when the weight's heavy and, because don't get me wrong, sometimes if I don't do heavy weights anymore, but when I did, you can't help it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I'm talking about the ones where you're looking over and you're like, there's no need for you to be making that noise. You are just trying to do it for attention.
Exactly. It was just, honestly, it was such a weird moment in my life. But when that all, I know what happened when it all ended. He went off to do whatever, I don't know. But he blocked us all on LinkedIn, right? So the other day I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. Went to go try to find him on LinkedIn. Anyway, couldn't find him on LinkedIn.
It's still blocked.
Still blocked. From 2011, by the way. Get over it, hon. But, you know, you can obviously just search people's name because they're always on because you're listed on a website. He's a partner at a firm. That's him there.
Oh, yeah. Looks...
Let me see if I can find another picture because he, honestly...
You want to warn them?
Yeah, that's him there. On the left there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I can tell he's short in that picture. No, can you see his shoulders?
Mate, it was such a weird time. But the funny thing is in that office, some of the relationships I've got from that office, I still have to this day. We're groomsmen at the same weddings and stuff, right? But my entry point was under there. But I was such an influence. You could have easily influenced me at that age, right? And if I hadn't been getting on with everyone and I just believed everything he was saying to me,
you could have gone down the wrong path.
I could have been ostracized from that agency and not had all the friendships that I've got. So,
but you would be into the gym. So, you know.
And I would have met the hot receptionist at the gym.
There we go.